Evening, gentlemen. It's your favorite commissioner coming at you pre-recorded once again for another edition of the League 11 recap. This week we are recapping Week 11. We're on Week 12 right now, so we have 3 weeks left in the season. We have 14 weeks in the regular season starting last year. So 3 weeks left. So if there's ever a time to make your moves, now's the time to do it. And some of you are doing that already, so I don't need to tell you guys that. But we're just going to dive right into these matchups. I got a couple... Nothing too crazy, but a couple of notes here on my phone. So if you see me looking down at my phone, don't mind me. But the first matchup that we're going to go through is the matchup between Perk and Mitch. And Perk, wow, congratulations, buddy. 3-8 and in ninth place. You win 150. He scored 150 points to Mitch's 92. Matchup-wise, let's take a look here. We have Perk had 24 points out of Justin Fields, 21 points out of Chris Olave, 22 points out of Deebo Samuel, 24 points out of T. Higgins. Only 2 people on his team, including Dalvin Cook, did not get 10 points. 150 points wins you almost every single week. He even had Dak Prescott against your beloved Vikings on his bench, but actually he still played the right quarterback, so good on you, Perk. Mitch, on the other hand, like I said, 92 points. He got 29 points out of his keeper, Joe Burrow. Negative 2 points out of his kicker, Graham Gano. Literally missed 2 PATs. That sucks. Well, when you lose to the Lions, what do you expect? Mitch got his loss. Sorry, again, just looking at my notes here. Don't have any notes for either of these guys. Mitch, you are 6-5 and in 4th place. Your magic number is 3. Perk, you're 3-8 and in 9th place. Your magic number is 6. I will just say this now, so I don't have to say it for every matchup. No one has been, as far as I'm concerned, no one has been mathematically eliminated yet. Now, like I've said in the past, that doesn't account for the fact that, well, 2 teams might play each other, so it's technically impossible. This is just straight up, no matchups considered, points not considered. It's just based on record, so it's not perfect, but it gives us at least a little bit of an idea. So, anyways, that's that. Next matchup we have was between Brandon and Mike. And I do have a note here for Mr. Palma. We'll get to that here in a second. Mike wins by a lot. Sorry, computer's acting a little funky here. Mike wins by a lot, 176-93. I'm guessing that's got to be your biggest differential of the year. I don't know that for sure. I'm just... guessing that it is. Mike, 9-2 in first place, and as I'm sure some of you have seen, I know it's not super easy to see in the app unless you click around a little bit, but Mike has officially locked up a playoff spot. So congratulations to Mike on that. He is killing it this year. But as we've seen, the first 14 weeks does not a preseason make. Mike, I don't even know why I say this every week, but I'm going to. Patrick Mahomes, 28 points out of him, 21 points out of Christian Watson, 33 points out of Devontae Adams, 37 points out of Tony Pollard. And he, okay, here's how good Mike is. He literally got 0 points out of Kadarius Toney, and he still won. I mean, did he even have a target? I don't know. But whatever, it doesn't matter. The only other player on Mike's team to score below 14.5 points was his defense, New Orleans. Had a couple guys on his bench, but obviously, as we are probably all aware, Mike knows how to start the right guys. So, Brandon, on the other hand, like I said, 93 points. He had 21 points out of David Montgomery, 24 points out of George Kittle, negative points out of Rondale Moore. Yeah. And I thought about not bringing this up, because I will admit that I missed this. And probably you guys have seen this, and Brandon probably especially has known this and has been hoping I haven't brought it up. But I have to bring it up now. This is Brandon's 8th loss in a row. Let me say that again. Brandon has lost 8 weeks in a row. His last win was in week 3 against Corey. I mean, if that doesn't summarize your season, Brandon, I don't know what does. And I took this a step further, just to piss on Brandon's parade a little bit more. Brandon has 9 losses this year, right? I went back. Brandon joined the league in year 3, including playoffs. Including playoffs, whether he made the toilet bowl or the real one. He has never had more than 8 losses. He's had 8 losses twice. And that includes playoffs. That's as much as 3 weeks worth of extra games. He has 9 losses this year. Brandon 2-9, 10th place. Your magic number is 7. I gotta believe you gotta be eliminated. I mean, I'm not saying my math is perfect, but this doesn't say you're out, because the most you can move up is 2 spots each week, and there's 3 weeks left. So if you have more than 6, you should be eliminated. But this doesn't say you're eliminated, so I don't know. Maybe my formula's wrong. Maybe, maybe, I don't know. Who'd you play, Mike? Oh, yeah, 9-2, magic number 0. Next matchup we have is between Ben and Matt. Slowly climbing up the rankings here. He's 7-4 and in 3rd place. Wins with 101 points. But as we always say, and you can all say it with me, when you play the guy who gets a weekly low score, Ben, you didn't win, you just didn't lose. Matt, 82 points on the dot, weekly low score. I think that's his 2nd weekly low score, and I believe he's our 3rd repeat offender. I think he's our 3rd repeat offender. Because I know Perk has done it 3 times. I think Brandon has done it a couple times. I think Matt. Maybe somebody else. I know I haven't. Whatever, I'm not going to look it up. Literally, in this whole entire matchup, there's 2 people worth mentioning. Washington's defense for Ben, and Justin Herbert for the Chargers. I don't know why I just had a big brain fart there. Let's see. Ben. So Ben is 7-4, right? 3rd place. Ben has 6 wins in his last 7 weeks. So good on you, Ben. Congratulations for that. Matt, on the other hand, 4th straight loss in a row. 4th straight loss in a row. That's redundant. Sorry. Trying to pull this up here. I'm trying to do way too many things. Okay, sorry. Ben, like I said, you're 7-4 and in 2nd place. Matt, you are 5-6 and in 7th place. First guy out of playoffs if they started today, which they don't. Next matchup we have here is, come on. Next matchup is between...
Nate Novak Fantasy Football Update Alert.
Wait, what was that? Come on. This is killing a bit.
Nate Novak Fantasy Football Update Alert.
We have a Nate Novak Fantasy Football Update Alert. We haven't got one of these since like week 5. Holy shit. Pause. Matchup. I'm sorry. I gotta see. What is the update? Okay, sorry. No, this is big. Okay. Hold on to your horses, guys. Nate played somebody this week that started the wrong guy. You guys, did you hear me? Nate played somebody in one of his other leagues, and that person did not start specifically Christian Watson. I don't know. He sent me a screenshot. No information. Apparently, I have to figure it out myself. He's so busy with his other leagues, he can't even give us details. But just so you know, Nate played against somebody that started the wrong guy. I just wanted you guys to know that. Sorry. All discombobulated. Need to get back into the matchups here. Need to refocus. We're already at 9 minutes and we have 2 matchups left. Matchup this here is between Nick and Corey. And Nick, I want to say nearly sneaks out a win, but I mean by basically 10 points. Nick wins 144 to Corey's 135. Nick is also 7-4 and in 2nd place out of Ben. Corey 4-7. The reverse is in 8th place matchup wise. Let's look here. Jalen Hurts for Nick got him 24 points. Everybody on Nick's team scored at least 11 points. That's pretty good. Corey, on the other hand, had Derek Carr 20 points, and Travis Kelce get him 35.5 points. He also had Baltimore's defense get him 20 points. So, Nick, like I said, you're 7-4 and in 2nd place. Your magic number is also 2, much like Ben. Corey, you are 4-7. You are in 8th place. Your magic number is 5. And did I have? Oh, Nick, that was your first win since week 7. It's week 11, so there's that. Yeah, that's all I got. And the last matchup of the week, we always save for last. And this week it is between myself and Tim. Tim, congratulations, you lost. 129 points by me to Tim's 96. You score 96 points, you're usually not going to win. Matchup wise, I had Amari Cooper for 31 points. I also had Najee Harris get me 28 points. He finally showed up. Hayden Hurst, my new tight end since my balls Ertz is out. And Mitch, on the other hand, who I traded Ertz for, sat Zeke, who finally showed up last week. I also had New England's defense give me 20 points. Really don't need to go look at the bench. Yeah, nothing worth talking about there. Tim, on the other hand, Tim, you had 25 points out of Derrick Henry, and that was it. Tim, this is your first back-to-back loss. So not bad for you. We're both 6 and 5. I'm in 6th place. You're in 5th place. Our magic numbers is 3. So, yeah. So we're into week 12, like I said. 3 weeks left. And we already have one playoff spot clinched. And the nice thing about the standings is that between 2nd place and, what is it? Sorry. 2nd place and 6th place, we're only separated by a game. And then from there, 7th place is 1 game behind. So it goes, 2nd place has 7, 2nd and 3rd place has 7 wins. Places 4 through 6 have 6 wins. 7th has 5 wins. 8th has 4 wins. 9th has 3 wins. 10 has 2 wins. So, point being, we're all not really separated. It doesn't take much to leapfrog the guy in front of you. So, good luck in your matchups this week, and we'll see you next week. Have a good Thanksgiving, guys. What? No, yes. No, stop. Cancel. Don't do that. Bye.